Hey guys and gals, Scott with Heritage Farms, Texas. So what are we working on today? So here's a short video on, I think they're called IBC totes. And you can find these probably in a lot of different places. I found this one on Craigslist. You know, prices seem to range anywhere from $30 up to $100, depending on who you're trying to buy from and what. I think this one was like 50 bucks, but you know, 200 gallons. It's nice because it's got a plastic pallet on the bottom. It's got a metal cage around it. You come around here and you have a nice little shut-off valve. You got a 2-inch port down here. And let's see, what else do I like about this thing? You got a big, nice opening. This particular one was used for some type of, it's a food safety related, it's basically soap and detergent. There's nothing dangerous. There was no harsh chemicals in this. This was a component of soap or detergent. So what I gotta do is I gotta come in here and I gotta power wash this thing, clean it out, try to get it going. So what are we gonna use it for? Well, I'm gonna take this, and with the pallets, or the hay spike on the front of the New Holland tractor, I can fill this up with 200 gallons of 200 gallons of water, and I can actually take it over to the new bullpen or to any other spot that we want, and I can take a water trough, very similar to this one, and I can fill it up because, you know, a cow on average will use somewhere in the neighborhood of, I don't know, 7 gallons a day of water. So if you have 200 gallons, hey, that's roughly, I don't know, 25 or 30 head per day. But if I'm just keeping a couple of bulls, like in the new bullpen, I might be able to fill up a water trough and make it 2 or 3 days without it. So the challenge right now is, how can I get a water hose attached to that? So here is the Christmas tree, as I like to call it. And there's a couple of different options, and so I went to the local hardware store. They didn't have all the right parts I needed, but hey, we got the job done. So let me show you what we ended up with. So right here, for starters, we used a cam lock, and this is called Gator Lock. It's a company that specializes in this. You can see it's got a little button on the side. This little arm comes out. You got a button on this side. The arm comes out, and when you slide that over this, you actually fold this up and it locks in place. You can actually hear it snap. Forms a watertight seal. Well, it's a 2-inch threaded. So I had to get a bushing that had a male fitting on this end, female fitting on this side. So then we took a reducer, female to male, and this was a 1.5 inch by 3/4 inch bushing. So we had to go from 2-inch, 2-inch, 1.5 to 3/4 inch. And this is just a standard faucet dib, 90 degree on, 90 degree off. Very easy, convenient to work with. So if we come down here, and I'm not sure if I can do this with one hand on the camera and one hand off, and then I'm gonna have soap substance running out here, so bear with me. So this goes on there. We pull the cam lock. Just what I thought. Sit tight for 1 second. All right, there you go. I had to use both hands and hold my mouth just right and everything else. But so you got an on-off switch right here. You also have an on-off switch right here, which is nice. You hook your water hose onto this, and voila, you're off to the races. You can now have water running. You can attach a water hose, and when you put it on the front of the New Holland tractor and you raise it up in the air, gravity is a great thing. Water is going to come flushing out of that water hose. You can fill up your tanks, whatever you need to do, pretty quickly. So that's how you can connect a water hose to an IBC tote. So let's talk about price. Okay. So this cam lock, you can find these on Amazon. This gator lock, I think, is anywhere from $12 to $16, depending on what website you buy it from. I didn't see these in the stores. Somebody told me Tractor Supply has them. Then you got a bushing, couple of bucks, bushing, $1.50, bushing, you know, another $1.50. Your little shut-off valve here, I think this guy was relatively expensive. I think this thing was like 12 bucks. So, you know, let's just say for 40 bucks, you're into the setup. So 40 bucks plus, let's just say anywhere from $40 to $60, you know, so let's just say maybe under $100, you can get one of these setups, which is gonna give you 200 plus gallons of water. Pretty neat. You can't really see it right here, but actually, I told you guys a lot. 250 gallons of water is what this thing actually holds. So I'm pretty impressed with that. Pretty neat. So what some people do is they actually take this and they sit it near the corner of their house, their shop, or whatever. They run one of the drains off of the shop into that, and they use it as a rainwater collection system. A lot of different uses for this. I've seen some people actually take these, they remove the plastic part, cut this out or remove it, and then they use it to hold firewood. It's a great way to store and transport and sell firewood. A lot of different uses for IBC totes, but we're gonna use it for transporting water to a couple of holding pens temporarily where I do not have water at the moment. So, you know, one thing that you need to do also with these totes is you need to make sure you power wash them and clean them out before you use them the first time. Even though most of these are used in non-corrosive and non-chemical applications, a lot of times they're various components. Like this one had a component that was used in like hand lotions and stuff like that. So it was a soap-based product, but you know, still, I wouldn't call it a corn syrup, but that's kind of what the consistency, it was like an orange gel of some kind, but you know, in theory, it's, you know, safe. Yeah, right. But I'm not gonna assume anything. I want my cattle to have nice clean water. So one of the things I did was I took the power washer, the Ryobi electric power washer, and sprayed down the inside. Got most of it out, took the little cam lock off the front. Really didn't need a hose bib on there. Took the cam lock off and then got it going. And then I turned it on its side and I put Dawn dishwashing soap in there. And then started spraying it around again and again and again. I could get most of the spray wand into the tote so I could get pretty close to the surface. Very time consuming and kind of awkward. You kind of got to wrestle it. You got to turn it on one side, you know, reach your hand in there, pour some Dawn dishwashing soap, spray wash it around, create a lot of suds, flip it on its other side. Then you have to flip it back and let it drain, or otherwise it gets too heavy. So anyway, kind of a cumbersome process, kind of like wrestling a huge box, if you will. But for the most part, we got it cleaned up. Now there's pretty much just clean water coming out of it. I've got most of the soap suds out. And now I think we're pretty much ready to put this thing to use here in the near future once we pull bulls or bull calves and get them up there in that pen. So, all right, guys, more to follow. Look at this little inquisitive lady coming up here to check out what's going on. All right, guys, look at that, man. She is a 2021 heifer. I'm digging it. All right, guys, glory be to God. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy this video. Hit the thumbs up, leave us a comment. Love to hear from you, but the plan is to use this to transport water to remote locations to fill water troughs like that one. All right, guys, more to follow. Hey, thanks. Leave us a comment, thumbs up, share. You know what the drill. Look forward to hearing from you and look forward to visiting your channel. Hope you guys have a great week.